Oh yeah, that was somebody that she knew when she was a Hebrew Israelite.
Okay.
Yeah, she and matter of fact, did you see that video when I went to Atlanta and I interviewed the Hebrew Israelite?
Yeah.
That's him.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't know she knew that guy.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know, he was just a random brother that was because I was waiting on her to do something, and I was standing out there. He, you know, approached me trying to sell some shea butter.
Yeah.
And you know, we started talking, and then he started giving references to this God stuff, and I had to cut him off real quick. I don't do the God thing, you know.
Right.
And he said, you know, I don't know. Some of these folks think, I guess they hold some kind of special knowledge. They're going to convert you or something.
Right.
And so now I done already told the man, I'm not into, you know, the God thing.
Right.
And he's steady going to try anyway.
Yeah.
I'm like, haven't you ever heard you can't teach your old dog new tricks?
Right, exactly.
I don't do that. Been there, done that. I'm not going back to that no more.
Right.
I don't go backwards. I go forward.
Right. Exactly. Right.
You know, people always tell me.
Oh man.
You know, people always telling me I need to go back to the Nation of Islam, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't go backwards. I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
Been there, done that. I don't do that no more.
Mm-hmm.
Or anything like the Nation, anything like that. I don't mess with that no more. I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would make no sense for me to go to, if Dr. York was out, it wouldn't make no sense for me to join the Nuwabians because it's basically the same kind of stuff.
Right, exactly.
You know, don't make no sense for me to go back to church. Same kind of stuff. You know, same kind of crap.
Mm-hmm.
I move forward. I understand. That's a fictional world, fantasy world. And that's for people, I guess, who are mentally crippled. I'm not mentally crippled. I don't need that crutch. Now, if you need that crutch in order to stand up, look, I don't. Hey, what's up there, Freddie? If you need that, more power to you. If you feel as though you're sick and you need that crutch, so be it. I'm not trying to make mockery of you, but the thing about it is I know the majority of us don't need no crutch like that. We don't need no crutch. The reason why we do that is because that was forced on us when we was children.
Right.
From the very beginning, before we can even get out the womb good, somebody is trying to force some type of God, some type of belief system on us. And that's not fair. And it should be child abuse, because when you're born, you don't even know what's going on good. And your brain, your brain is clean. You're a clean slate. You don't know anything. And the first thing some sucker want to do is give you these beliefs, not knowledge. There's a difference between belief and knowledge. Now you see they go all out their way to give you Jesus Christ and Muhammad and all this black conscious metaphysical stuff. They'll go all out the way. They'll go all out their way to give that to you. But you don't see them giving you real knowledge, like how to fix a car, how to fix the plumbing in your house, how to make your own pair of shoes, how to rig up the electricity so that you get free electricity. You know, it was a family, brother. It was a family that lived across the street, and they wasn't the smartest in the world. But I tell you this, they knew how to survive. Because I know we couldn't do it. They knew how to cut. When the gas people come on, come and shut their gas off, they go right back out there and cut it back on. And when the people shut off the electricity, I don't know what they do, but they mess with them wires, and next thing you know, their electricity is on. See, that's the kind of stuff that we need to know how to do. Now, once all this stuff is computerized or whatever, and pretty soon it don't take long, the gas company, electric company, they say, hey, ain't no electricity supposed to be going over there. And they'll come back out and shut it back off. The only thing they did was, this was a game they played with the electric company and the gas company. They come out, shut it off. They'll go out there, shut it back on. I'm like, And then, when the cable stuff started happening, they knew how to rig up the cable. They had free cable. See, that's real knowledge. Talking about some God, and when you die, you're gonna turn into some spaghetti and meatballs and be part of an Italian sandwich or something. All the crazy stuff they be teaching. Like this brother Malik, he just goes on and on because that stuff sounds, impress him. It makes him sound smart. Well, the molecules from the planets, they circulate and they intertwine and they fibrillate, and the consciousness.
Like that's that new
Yeah. and your consciousness take a 747, but it's a spiritual 747, and it flies in this kind of course over the land of King Kong. But King Kong is not a real,
Right.
Of course, I'm I'm exaggerating, but that's the way that's really how it sounds.
Right.
To them, they sound like it's real. To them, it sounds like it's some high knowledge or something.
Right. High knowledge. But shit, you ain't got your lead out the penitentiary.
No.
Shit.
Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Right.
All right, we're gonna get this party started. Actually, I was supposed to start at 2:30, but hey, I had to eat some. I was starving.
Right.
Get that. Got my old glass jar, and I'm ready to roll.
Say fasting and eating one meal a day ain't gonna do it, huh?
Well, actually, that's what I do. I eat one meal a day, basically. Yeah.
Right.
I might grab a salad in between or a piece of fruit or something like that. But
right.
It's usually one meal a day because, and I don't usually eat until like in the afternoon, like around this time, something like that.
Right.
But this is the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I'm Angel Snub 7. Your soul brother number 1. And in the house with me on speakerphone, I have our brother Taalik. So I want to welcome him to today's chat, and I welcome his participation and what he has to bring to today's subject. And I want to send out, hey, Earthman and Freddie Scott in the house. Also, we are simulcasting on YouTube. I want to thank everybody for joining us this afternoon and later on. I appreciate YouTube and Facebook for giving us this opportunity. I also want to give greetings to those who hate Angel Snub 7, because I know that you're listening. Hey, what's up there, Bakari? Hey, Maurice. Hey, God. Those guys are watching, and they're keeping an eye on me. I don't know why. I guess I'm set up for assassination or something. I don't know. Those guys, I don't know. But they're watching, matter of fact, a lot of their people are watching. Angel Snuff 7 said such and such. Angel Snuff 7 said. Hey, you know, if you was doing the work, if these people was doing the work they claim, they don't have time for Angel Snuff 7. Because like y'all say, Angel Snuff 7 ain't doing nothing.
Hey, brother.
Yeah.
Gary just called me. He said send him the link so he could get in on the hangout.
Oh, okay. Okay. Give me a second, brother and sisters. Let me send our brother Gary the link here. I guess he's not watching because usually he watched from Facebook because it's on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, the link. Okay, give me a second here. Give me a second, y'all. Please, 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 give me a second. Send this link to Brother Gary. Wonder where he's at.
That's a good question. I didn't even ask him when we talked.
Yeah, because usually, like I said, he usually catches my live on Facebook, and I put the link there on Facebook. Okay. Okay, I just sent him the link. Earthman said he's crying. Yeah, Gary is on matter of fact, let me go ahead, let me put it again. Because he's on the Facebook.
Oh yeah? Oh, okay.
So I put it on Facebook again for him too.
Oh, he on Facebook right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put the link in I sent it to your Facebook and I put it in the actual video, Brother Gary. So let us continue. Sorry about that. But we did want to bring one of our platform members. Oh, there he is already. There he is.
There you go. Hey, Domino. Hey, Domino, there he is. The one and only Angel Snuff, the most controversial.
Domino, I want to see Domino.
What's up? What's up there, brother? Just got, I didn't know I was on the phone with my best friend. And Taalik, I called Taalik and then I called my best friend. And then Taalik told me, I called him back. He said, hey, man, I'm on the live chat with brother Taalik.
Yeah.
I said, man, tell brother Taalik to get me in. He said, nah, he said he think it's a bad idea. I said, come on, man. And he said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and beg and have Taalik. I said, good look at that, Taalik. I know what's going on with your crazy head? What's going on? I got apple juice. He didn't do that. He didn't do that, man. I'm just fucking with you. You know that, bro. He didn't say that, Taalik. I won't get no shit started and what happened to shit, man. How's everything going, though, brother Taalik?
I don't know, brother Gary. Maurice might show up and get one of them other sob stories and get you all hyped up again.
Oh, bro. Hey, no, hold on. Hey, there you go. Talk about brother Maurice. There you go. You always got him in your damn mouth. Always fuck him. When did you leave that man alone there, Taalik? Hell, let's talk about something else, man. You him. I mean, he's him. Like I said, that's a good dude. I think a good dude. I mean, you fundamentally disagree with him. I don't. What's his name? Not Jabari, Bakari. And what's his name? Guy Hollywood. I don't agree with everybody. I don't even agree with my mama, but I think those three guys are powerful. And at least I applaud them. Those three guys, Bakari and Guy in Hollywood and Maurice. Like the little that I know about them, I believe at least that they're giving awareness. At least they're promoting and giving and encouraging other Black folks to think and reconnect with their Blackness. And that's what I agree with. I mean, maybe if I dig up, I'm guaranteed that I'll find some things that I disagree with them. And they can look at me and scrutinize me and find thousands and thousands. But the thing that I like about those brothers, that the little that I know about them brothers, the brothers are out there trying to help Black folks. You are, as long as you disagree with them wholeheartedly, but I'm talking about me. That's how I feel. You feel? You don't get away. I disagree with your ass a lot of times. There's nobody on this planet Earth that I agree with in its entire. My kids don't agree with some of the things my thing, and there's some things I disagree with my son. My mama, I wholeheartedly disagree, but there's the things that we have a mutual understanding, and it's the common beliefs and the common values and ethics that I do with that. But those three brothers, there you go, talking about Brother Maurice and what. Leave that man alone, Brother Taalik. God damn it. To talk about something else. I'm drinking apple juice.
So
I love apple juice.
I'm bothering them, right?
Do what, brother?
I'm bothering them. See, you hit the nail on the head when you said, I know little of them. See? You didn't say you know a lot. You said you knew a little of them. Well, see, I know a lot of them.
Okay.
So that's the difference. And way before you even came on board the platform, a whole lot of stuff was going on. Way before you don't know these guys. The first day I met Guy in Hollywood, he called me basically a Sambo and a coon because I reject being some kind of African. Maurice always had a problem with me because he got this love thing with Farrakhan, and you know I talk about Farrakhan. Bakari is a Pan-African or whatever. He's never cared too much for me anyway because I reject this African stuff.
Okay.
So, but see, I'm thinking that just like you, I'm thinking that they do have the best interest of us as a people. But really, I knew even back from 2009, these people with this type of mindset, they're no good for us. I already knew that way back in 2009. I went on a tour and I showed some of it where I met some of these brothers. And guess what? Out of everybody I met, only one brother was willing to compromise his position and make an attempt to try to do something good for us, even on YouTube. And that was that brother, Jared Grayson, T-Mont. You remember him?
Yeah, I remember T-Mont 10 years ago.
Yeah.
T-Mont's one of them strong Christian brothers. He ain't one of them. Yeah, he ain't one of them goddamn dudes that you could just sit there and talk to and whatever. That dude could defend his position. I remember him.
Yeah, T-Mont. And I'm still cool with T-Mont to this day. And he's a Christian brother. And we had our back and forth or whatever. But when it's all said and done, I know he has a good heart. I was in his home. I met his mother, his father, his daughter, his wife, his friend, and they just made me feel like I didn't want to leave Atlanta. He's a really good man. But these pro-black, a whole different ball game. Well, you see, if you ain't down with the pro-blackness, if you ain't down with Farrakhan, if you ain't down, I can't help you. That's what you're dealing with. That's the mentality. Because they want you to become them. If you don't become them, they're not interested in what you're talking about. They want you to join their slave plantation, and this is what you don't understand and what you don't know about them, is they have this slave owner mentality. It's either their way or the highway. You're going to be an African whether you like it or not. No matter, and you know that you have a whole nother culture on your side there because of your mother. They don't want to hear that. You are African, so I guess you're supposed to denounce her and you just Shaka Zulu or somebody. Shaka Zulu Wilson or somebody.
Shaka Zulu.
Yeah. So see, these guys have the same mindset as the pink races. Everything about, you can't talk no subject with them. It's always about skin color, black and white, who's the supreme. You might as well talk to a Ku Klux Klan member. I'm not into that. But that's some of our talk what we want to talk today, because the subject that we've chosen today is, what is the subject? Oh, something about, clearly pro-black is incompetent to lead, something like that, whatever. So, hey, what's up there, Timmy? I want to start off by giving a small tribute to the Honorable Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Now, being a child of the late 60s, I was raised on the Honorable Elijah Muhammad because of my relative. And I also was introduced to Dr. Martin Luther King in school. And I had a deep love for Dr. King. I drew pictures of Dr. King all the time on my tablet, and I used to listen to the speeches of Dr. King. But something made me fall out of love with Dr. King, and that was, guess what? Pro-black crap. That's what made me start. That's what made me stop liking Dr. King, because I was more influenced by Nation of Islam teaching than what Dr. King was doing. And the Nation of Islam called Dr. King a coon, a Sambo, a traitor, things of that nature. Pro-black hates Dr. King. But you would have some pro-black folks right now who would pretend like all of a sudden they like Dr. King, or they can understand where Dr. King was coming from, which is a lie. They do not like Dr. King. If you see these people talk about they pro-black or pan-African, talk about they love Dr. King, it's a lie. It's a show they put on so they can get close to you. That's what they do. It's a show. Pro-black folks put on a good show. They hate Dr. King. As you know, I have a special place in my heart for Malcolm X. But remember, Malcolm X was part of that pro-black crap. And Malcolm X called Dr. King coons and Uncle Toms and all this kind of stuff. That's part of that mentality. They think, pro-black think they better than all the other brothers and sisters around. They are the leaders. They are the smartest. They are the intelligent. They are the greatest. That's pro-black. And that's how I was taught. I know because I lived it. I call people coons. I call people Uncle Tom. I call people Sambos. I've done that because that's the pro-black mentality. But I never went to the level that these guys do. But I consider Dr. King a coon. Only recently, because I started coming into my own state of mind. And I began to see that the name calling of Dr. King was not appropriate. It was wrong. Because it makes no difference whether you like Dr. King or the method. You had a man out here, his wife, and you had thousands of brothers and sisters willing to stand up, sacrifice, and even die in order to try to make things better for us as a whole. I'm not going to do that, so don't ask me, okay? They did it for you. Don't ask me to do it, because I'm not your Messiah. I'm not your Savior, or none of this crap. I don't do that. But Dr. King and thousands got bit by dogs, little children, women bit by dogs, sprayed with water hoses. This is what they done. And you're going to say and call these people coons and Sambos. You should be ashamed of yourself. I am ashamed, but I didn't know no better. I was ignorant. I was following the leader. this pro-black garbage, this pro-black sewer dump stuff, because that's what it is. They so smart. Now, Dr. King was able to at least get a little something, civil rights bill. They was able to get what they call affirmative action or whatever. In the meantime, y'all foaming at the mouth. Oh, they the coons and the sambos, but you living off their work, their sacrifice. So what did Malcolm X do? What did he accomplish? Except pretty speeches. Like Eric Muhammad said, talk black to me. What did he do? Show us. What did they accomplish? And then Malcolm X and the rest of the boys, the pro-black folks out there, talk about, forget that nonviolence. You mess with me. You mess with me, baby. You got something coming, white boy. Well, the Quran said, don't think that you're going to believe and not be tried. So at least 9 black Muslims under the leadership of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, at least 9 that I know of, maybe more, they was killed by the enemy. You said, Malcolm, you said, oh, we don't play that. We don't believe that nonviolence. That nonviolent stuff. You kill ours. We kill your dog. We kill your cat. We kill your roaches. That's how we roll. Pro-black. Malcolm didn't do nothing. Because his leader said, no. We'll let God handle it. That's what Dr. King was doing with the nonviolence. They was letting God handle it nonviolently. Now here you turn around talking all this stuff, what you gonna do? And so now it's done. Now what? So Malcolm, next thing you know, Malcolm had a press conference looking all silly. Well, our teacher says, and he's very wise, he told us, you a punk, Malcolm. You got punked out. You run your damn mouth. 9 of your brothers is dead. You talking about you don't play that nonviolent stuff. Well, what you gonna do? Didn't do nothing. Sat back in the cut. And you know why Elijah Muhammad wouldn't go make no move and approve of nothing like that? You know why? Because you're gonna mess up his money. They was used to the money. Now the regular people, the regular brothers and sisters like Malcolm, they would have took some action. But the leadership was living a lot, just like Louis Farrakhan right now to this day, living good. Do you really think Louis Farrakhan, do you really think Elijah Muhammad gonna mess up living in a mansion? Do you really think they care about them Negroes that was killed? No. I don't even think the Nation of Islam buried them brothers. Probably didn't even bury them. Can't you see that you've been bamboozled? Can't you see that you've been hoodwinked with this pro-black garbage? Pro-black means pro-white. It's the same stuff. If there wasn't white supremacy, there would be no black supremacy. If it wasn't for pro-black, for pro-white, you wouldn't have pro-black. It's all the same stuff. Pro-blackness is the offspring of white supremacy. It's the same stuff. And you wonder why we can't progress, why we can't go forward, because they are on the same team with the racists, because they're all the same. They're all the same. You got me making mockery. Hey, what's up, Miss Patsy? What's up, Rowan? You got me having hatred for a man that willing to... This man was stabbed by a black woman. This man was living every day with death threats. He was going through all this. The only thing Dr. King had to do is be a preacher. Just get on the rostrum and talk about, well, Jesus is this and Jesus, but he didn't. And his whole family, Bernice, the whole family Dr. King Jr., the whole family sacrificed for you Negroes. And the only thing that you could do for Dr. King in 2020 is barbecue. And they made a statue for Dr. King. Bull crap. Don't mean nothing. That's the best you can do for people who sacrifice their lives. That's the best you can do, is spend some money for a piece of rock. That's the best you can do. And march a little bit. And your behavior does not change. If Dr. King was here, I'm very sure he would be disappointed. I went through all that for this? Really? And the ones that keep it a mess is these pro-black folks. They keep it a mess. They keep the division. They keep the hatred. Because that's what they are. They are racist wannabes. They want to be like the Caucasian people. They want to be in charge because of their skin color, their melanin. They so supreme. And what do they bring to the table? Absolutely nothing. They give you false hope and dreams. Dr. King did the best he could. And all those prior to us, they did the best that they could. How dare you judge Dr. King when most of you have done nothing at all, period. Except you might make a YouTube video. That's the best it's gonna get. But when you was born, Dr. King already had died and sacrificed so that your life could be a little better. How dare you? But you think that way because of the pro-black folks. He was a coon. So what you got, pro-black piece of trash? What you got? What you got? What have you accomplished? What you got to give? Nothing. Y'all happy with nothing. I love Malcolm. Much respect to Malcolm. What did Malcolm accomplish? Nothing. And then Malcolm did all that, calling people coons and toms and stuff. And when it's all said and done, them same people turn around and kill them. And that's what these pro-blacks do. That's what they do. They'll turn on you. Smiling, skinning, grinning your face. I invited and sent a message to Alquan. And the reason why I sent a message to Alquan is because during the open discussion, he didn't get a chance to come out and call me or a name or whatever. And I just thought it was only fair. But I had a email discussion with Alquan, and I told him, look what them people, look how they turned on you. Because Alquan refuses to embrace that African pro-black garbage that they talk about. So I don't know, maybe before this live stream is over, Alquan might show up, who knows? But he was invited so that we can talk about this. But that's now prior to them going to his platform, they were skinning and grinning in that man's face. And they went over there and didn't get what they thought they should get. Then they went back to their platform and talked about him and his whole platform like a dog. But that's pro-blackness for you. Now, these Aboriginal brothers and sisters, so far, I haven't really had that experience with them. They don't have that kind of mindset. But something about this pro-black stuff, Pan-African crap, these people are insane. They are wacky as Daffy Duck. Whack, whack. Yes, they are. And I know I used to be I never was like them, but I was real close. These folks is out. They out there. They are nothing. They are not good for us. Now, look. I went to a live stream with some people that really don't like me. This man was making accusations that I was stalking him or something like that.
Why am I so surprised that you went into a room with somebody that didn't like you, bro? I think there's only like 3-4 people in this whole planet that likes you.
Okay.
Go ahead, Taalik. I didn't mean to interrupt your flow. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, I went into the platform, and I went to their platform, and I was angry because this Fruit Loop had been accusing me of stalking him for at least 5 years. Now I don't know how I get the time with what I do. I don't know how I get the time to be stalking him for 5 years. I don't know how I'm able to pull that off, but that's what he said. And I went to the platform, and I could have been silly, but I didn't. I went to that platform. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. How you doing? And I explained myself. That's not true. That's not. Don't you know they got angry at me? That's not you. You're faking. What you mean I'm faking? No, I'm what you call civilized. I'm a civilized man. That's what it's called. Civilization. And black's supposed to represent civilized people. But what do civilized people do when they come to my platform? Now here, I shouldn't even allow you to come to my platform at all. I really shouldn't. I'm giving you an opportunity. So here they come. What do they say? Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. That's what he did. That's what he did. He said, peace and blessings to everybody. Cuckoo cutter, everybody to the chat room. Peace and blessings.
Man, you showing your ass, man. You show it out. Go ahead, Julie. God damn. You show it out. Come on, Taalik.
Is that what he did or not? If I was one of these video sharing suckers, I'll put the video up there. He said, peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to the chat. Peace and blessings.
Hey, but your ass can't goddamn talk though. Look at you. If you start a damn, you can't goddamn talk. What's that? What's that? What do you always do? With your Masonic Bilderberg handshake? Yo, remember years ago they said you were part of the Illuminati?
Yeah.
You're part of a Masonic whatever and shit.
Yeah.
But you say the same thing too. You say peace and love, peace and peace and for always. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody got their own introduction though. But you're just saying, like, when you went in that room, out the gate, that was their greetings to you.
Yeah.
And salutations as soon as you can. Okay, go ahead. I don't want to, whatever. Go. My bad for that. Go ahead. Go. I'm going to shut up.
I mean, just recently, you was here, and the brother came to us, and I said, I'm going to open up the floor to the brother there. And as soon as he come on, peace and blessings. Blessings. I thought.
Oh, come on! No, I ain't gonna laugh at. I thought you was talking about somebody else. Now, you're going on Maurice again. There you go. You always, God damn, you can't leave that dude alone. Leave Maurice alone, man.
I want to show you.
I mean, you always messing with Maurice. Leave that dude alone, man. Maurice, man, I'm telling you, you know good and well. You met Maurice. Y'all, I don't know how we go. I hope everything goes good in the long run. But man, Maurice came respectfully. You think I'm some dumb idiot? I'm naive or something like that.
I'm giving an example here.
But I could tell that's Maurice's demeanor. I mean, he don't want to come in there. I say, excuse me, trying to relive this, but Maurice came in there. I mean, he came in there. I mean, how's he supposed to come in there? Act niggerish or something like that? He came in there real smooth, real cool, real polite, real civilized, real cordial, and he was real cool, calm, collect. He just sitting there, and to me, it didn't look fake. I mean, that's his approach. I mean, he knew.
That's because you know little of him, Gary.
Okay, all right. No. Okay, the little that I know of him.
Yeah.
And just by that was resonated through the video and whatever. I know, I mean, he's part of the Nation Islam, and you used to do that in your videos. You used to do that in your videos too, Taalik. When you started the videos, you would say, because you didn't used to say, this is grinding my gears. You'll start the video and you say, I like to talk to y'all. And what I'm going to talk about. And then as your message starts to transpire and develop, your intensity will start to rev up. You see what I'm saying? And he's part, because that you could tell that's, I'm not saying that's how y'all was taught in the Nation of Islam, but you used to do it. When you come in, you start off being debonair. You come in there being, you know, smooth and what have you. Even after that, Brother Maurice was still smooth after he first showed that you presented videos where you was consistent talking about him, and he and showed and proved that you put a video saying that he was uncreative and he was unproductive or something like that, and he showed it for everybody to see. And then he presented the allegation that you said something about his wife. Sorry about whatever. But I'm just saying, I mean, how is he supposed to come? I mean, even after he presented those tangible empirical data, I mean, evidence that you did said that you denied it or something happened, and he still kept his composure. So I think he was being being very objective and what have. I mean, he was being real cool about it. I'm not worried about no damn Timmy or whatever. If he said that's Al Quan, I don't give a damn about that Al Quan. That dude's the antagonist, the provocateur. That dude ain't gonna show his face, but he had like he's whatever shit. I don't trust anybody that can get on. I put, like, you see me on Facebook. Everybody, my mama knows what I do. But that damn Timmy, which is, you say that's Al Quan, I don't listen to that damn dude. And when I watch one of his damn videos, he's an internet keyboard karate motherfucking provocateur. And like I said, I've been doing that way before his ass, whatever, on Pal Talk and what have you. When I was with Mangus and King Noble and Sabir Bey and Tahaka back in 2000. I don't give a damn about that damn dude. That dude's a provocateur, man. Anyways, the dude was cool. I mean, I think that's his demeanor. That's his approach. But when things get hot, I bet you that Brother Maurice, if he's I could tell he's like Khalid Muhammad. I mean, he'll throw that flamethrower on your ass, though. And he get down, because I remember that one time he get a lot, you know, he said, when I see your ass, he said he's going to kick your ass and all that other good shit and whatever and stuff. But at that time, I do know a little more than a little about him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I hope that one day, realistically, that y'all can motherfucking goddamn reconcile. Right now, it looks like it's unimaginable. But you know how this reality, this world that we can live in, I hope one day y'all can, well, right now, you may say that, well, at that time when me and you was beefing, when me was going toe to toe, man, like I said, I'm going to put some rolling 60s and some Prince All Village Crips on your, I said, I will meet this, bro, I'll show you what I can do. But I was mad at your ass. This was a long time ago. But look, we reconciled. You did your first radio show on Blog Talk Radio 12 years ago, and I was your first guest. And I set aside my difference, and to this day, we cool. We cool.
You never tried to force me to be what you are. You never did that.
Never will know anybody else.
We just had a disagreement and opinion on something, but you never tried to force me to be whoever you was trying to be at the time. I don't know. But the example, I'm using this as an example, is because why would you come into somebody's house knowing what you're going to say, knowing that you're getting ready to bring this damn lie? Because that's what it was. It's a lie. And they going to wish me peace. Just come out and bring your crap to me. Don't come to my house about peace and love, everybody. Peace and love. That's what they done to Malcolm X.
No, hold on. When he came in there, he said, peace to everybody on the panel.
Right.
That's what Brother Maurice said. Brother Maurice came, I remember he said that. He showed his courtesy. He showed his respect. He didn't just say you. He said, everybody that's on the panel. Sister Noble, I was on there. Brother, I can't remember the guy that has the red, black, and green American flag. I forget, Craig. I think Brother, not Bakari. I think not. And he said it was courtesy. That's all he was doing. I mean, he was just exerting.
It's a lie. You falling for the old okie doke. Now, why would I come to anybody knowing what I'm getting ready to say is a damn lie? And you're going to wish me peace and love to the chat, peace and love. Then you getting ready to come up with this fabricated ass lie. I talked about your damn wife. Oh, excuse me. I didn't mean to say it like that. But talk about your wife. And you know I did. You fabricating to make it sound like something that it wasn't. You know it and I know it. It's a damn lie. And then you're going to start off by saying peace. But that's how pro-black folks do. That's what they did to Malcolm. They called Malcolm's house and told his wife, Assalamu alaikum, peace be unto you. Your husband is one dead red nigga. That's what pro-black folks do. Now, why don't you just call the woman's house and say, your husband is one red dead nigga? No, Assalamu alaikum. So that takes her off guard because she make her think that somebody's peaceful is calling.
Brother, he came in there and he did this method. Like, you know, if I go, I don't do all that hotep and rahu bat wa barakatuh and assalamu alaikum. I don't do that kind of stuff. I abandon all that. I'm an individual that in this world, I ain't worried about none of this pro-black. I'm not. No. Hold on, brother. I'm a person that real. I'm a secular person. Who I'm talking to, I mean, Ahmed, or whatever. I'm just a truck driver. But when I say what's up, I say he came in there and that's just his form. And he even looked back at the video. He came and showed courtesy. He said, hey, peace and blessing and greetings to everybody that I know. He was being respectful and showing. That's it. And then after that,
it's not sincere. To you, it's sincere. It's not sincere. His peace and his blessing was not sincere. Because right after what he done, then here comes the damn lie. Then right after him comes his boy with more slander, with more lies and garbage. Then after that comes some more lies and garbage. You don't wish nobody peace, and then come with your lies and your slander and your garbage and your funky attitude. It's a lie. That's a fabricated lie. I did not talk about that man's wife. It's a lie. It's a con job. You deserve an Oscar, an Academy Award for your performance. That's what you need.
All right.
But that's what pro-blacks do. Pro-blacks smile in your face, and pretend like, oh, they all love it. And then, if you go, now right after they came off my platform, they went to their own house and you saw them for who they are for real.
Brother Lee, this is what my opinion.
You can be tricked by that.
Brother Lee, this is my opinion is this. Brother Taalik, can I just say?
No, I'm moving on. I don't want to even.
Brother Taalik, can I just say this? I know.
I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear no more. You trying to justify somebody telling you peace.
And brother, the allegation is what you're doing.
Because I'm not doing
right now. What I mean, he said that you make videos of him. He says, talk about it. Somebody either brings you up and then he says, I do say your name, but it's short.
I can make videos.
But you're never the primary what happens. But he says you're making videos, you make titles after him.
That's right. He's a public figure. I can make titles about him all day long that I want to. He's a public figure.
Something that's kind of different. What I'm just.
If you don't want people to make videos about you,
then that's what you prove his point. You prove his point.
Whatever, Gary. If you want to go to his platform, and you stick with him. You want to be with the liar. You want to be with the deceiver. You go with them. I'm not playing that here.
I wasn't trying to say that I was going to be with. Come on, bro. You get a little bent out of shape too.
You never lived in the hood. You don't recognize gang. You don't recognize gang.
I'm not.
That man ain't nothing but running gang, faking the fraud, perpetrating the fraud.
A dude that's opposite.
That don't mean nothing.
Well,
you don't
I'm not
you don't tell nobody.
I'm just a guy that looks at things and I see for what it is. I'm not playing favoritism.
It's not about playing favoritism.
I was just trying to and I was just no, I said I don't play favoritism with my friends, even if you. I'm not a neutral person. Neutral person, if there's two parties, say my mom, say my, that I don't even look at, hold on. If my mama would love and dear, everybody knows my mom. You see, I put videos of her. And then there's a guy that I don't even know him from a can of paint. As far as I say mama that I love, and that dude that I don't know is sitting there having, hold on. Neutral person would say, and my mom was saying things that doesn't have no validity. I mean, I would say no validity, but her son that goes against somebody, I don't know, as a mediator. As a neutral person say, damn, I'm hearing the facts that's coming out, or not facts.
No, you fall into the trick.
Of
that's
what has happened from this party. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. But then I mean, come on, just listen, man. Then you have the person is a person. A neutral says, "Oh, I'm just staying out of it." But I'm just as a friend being on outside of yourself, outside of it, looking in as a friend that I suspect is just what's being displayed, brother. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. You get bent out of shape and do what?
You drinking the Kool-Aid. You letting.
How am I drinking the Kool-Aid?
You drinking the Kool-Aid. That's the same way white folks do all the time. They know how to smile in your face and they be stabbing you in the back.
I'm drinking apple juice.
Yeah, but that's the same. It's the same strategy.
I'm not involved with those guys.
And I'm not gonna let that slide. And guess what? And now his partners say that I call his biracial granddaughter trash, which is another lie. They just keep coming with the lies. They keep coming with the lies because they have nothing. They're pathetic men. They have no creativity. They don't have nothing going for them. So the best thing they can do is try to destroy the messenger and fabricate crap. And they even said it themselves that it don't sound like it, but that's what he means. No, if that's what I meant, I would have said it. What do it look like for me to attack a little girl, his grandchild or whatever? That don't even make any sense. And I have nothing against biracial people at all. They are the ones that have a problem with biracial people. So why would I make mockery? Why would I call his granddaughter trash? It's just lies. Hey, bro, fabricated.
As a good, let's get off of this. Let's get off. Now, Greg, let's get off of this, brother. Let's get off. I understand that you say Bakari is a strong pro-black guy, but let's please just get off, brother. Let's come off. Let's keep our composure. Let's keep our spirit. And as you know me, whatever stuff. If you may, I can't tell you this is your platform or what have you. Let's if you may, let's let's talk about something different.
Well, this is my subject. This is my subject is these incompetent pro-black deceivers, these liars, because that's what they are. And the reason why we're here today is because of their behavior. And if you really want to do your research, all you have to do is go back to the past videos. I never done nothing to these people. I told you from the very beginning, they want you to be some type of African. They want you to be a Pan-African. They want you to be whatever the hell they think that you should be. And it's not happening. If they're doing so much work, go on about your business. Don't mention my name, whatever. Go on and do your work. They're not doing any work except working for the white man or living off your wife. Yeah, I said that because that's what you're doing. You don't have a job. You're not Tariq Nasheed. You're not Louis Farrakhan. You're not working. You don't have a job. How the hell are you taking care of yourself? I did say that, and I'm not going to apologize for that one because that's what you're doing. They said it's none of nobody's business.
You should do that, man.
If you're living off your wife. No, it's not my business. But you the leader. You the one said that you got all this knowledge, and you the leader, and you this and that, and you living off a woman. Really? What kind of leader are you? I would never do that. You come into my house, and you should have, if that's really what you wanted to represent, then don't bring no lies to me. You could have kept that to yourself and said, look, brother, I understand, you know, this thing that has happened in the past, and can we go on from there and blah, blah, blah. No, you're going to come here and present a lie so the gullible folks can say, oh, Taalik, you talking about that man's wife. Gullible folks falling for the old Kool-Aid, for the old pimp move. But see, my audience, those who come here, they didn't fall for that.
I got apple juice, not Kool-Aid.
I like apple juice too. But see, my audience didn't even fall for that. They already seen that it was a pimp move. They already seen that it was fraud because they know who I am. I don't talk about women like that. I don't talk about biracial people like that. It's a con game. But that's what pro-black folks do. And they did it to Malcolm X before he died. Did him the same kind of way. And they made mockery of Dr. King. And a lot of these pro-black folks gonna talk about how wonderful Dr. King was. You're a lie. Pro-black people hate Dr. King and anybody involved with the civil rights movement. Oh, there go my sister, hey. My sister Tangerine Cox. It's good to see you, sister. So I know game. This is running game. Because you see, after all that peace and love, then here come the bull crap. Why would you start? Just go ahead and bring the garbage. Don't tell me, don't bring me your peace and your love and your blessings because you don't mean it anyway. I don't wish them peace and love because I don't mean it. These type of people are low lives.
I appreciate
when you have,
what the hell you headed out now?
When you have to
when you should have done it when you got there.
When you have to stoop to that low and you got to fabricate stuff, you really pathetic. These type of people are not fit to follow nowhere. I wouldn't follow them to the toilet bowl. I wouldn't go nowhere with them. I wouldn't go nowhere with these people. They're incompetent. They're frauds. They do not care nothing about you and me. They do not. Why aren't they fit for leadership? Never have been. Do you know why pro-blacks are incompetent? Why they are not fit for leadership? Whenever you are in a revolutionary type situation, whenever you are in a survival situation where you're seeking liberation. It's a survival situation. And when you are in a survival situation, you do anything that you need to do to survive. That means you eat things that you may not never, ever probably would eat in your life because you're trying to survive. You will have to friend and socialize with people who you probably never would have had to survive, socialize with, because we're trying to survive here. So liberation, revolution, we are supposed to be in survival mode. I don't have time to wonder about what's your sexual orientation. Are you rich? Are you poor? Do you do crack? Do you do what? When you are in survival mode, you use whatever is in your environment at your disposal to help you survive. So when we talk about the Mississippi campaign, like I told you, I don't care where you are, I don't care how rich you are, I don't care nothing about where you are in life. We can find a way that you can join and make this thing happen. There's no special certain people because we are in survival mode. You have to be like a MacGyver. You have to take things that was not meant for a certain purpose, bend it and manipulate it so it can fit for the purpose you want it to do. You letting crackheads go to waste. You letting our homeless people go to waste. All that energy, all that stuff out there. You letting all our people, all this human energy just go to waste. Even little babies, if the only thing that little child can do is take a seed and put it in the ground, we can use them. Anything anybody can offer, we can use it. There's no special nothing. So when you accomplish whatever you're trying to accomplish, everybody can say, look what we done, instead of look what Nation of Islam did. Look what the pro-black, no, look what we done. This is about we. If you're not liberated, if you cannot gain your freedom from an oppressor, it don't mean nothing anyway. All this stuff don't mean nothing anyway. You don't like homosexuals. You don't like interracial couples. You're going to die right here in America, and they're going to put your body right next to a homosexual or interracial couple or whatever, or next to me. So what's the bit? So what did you accomplish? What did you accomplish? Absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. There's a movie called, not a movie, there's a reality show called Naked and Afraid. They take a man and a woman and they put you out in the forest, and they might give you a knife or a bucket, but basically you're naked and you got to survive. You got to survive for 30 days. So that man and woman depend on each other for the whole 30 days in order for them to survive that. I need you, you need me. And that's the way we have to see each other. But when you're pro-black and you don't have no real interest, it's just something that you can use as a sales tool to lure your victims into your spider web, your trap. That's what they use. Oh, peace and blessings. We need unity. How hard is it to unify? If myself and all of us in the chat room today, we want to unify, we could do it today. Very easy. The reason why you don't have black unification is because they don't want it. And the ones who don't want it is the pro-black folks, the main ones who talking all the garbage. They the main ones who don't want it. Because my Christian brothers and sisters, they down. Other folks in our community, they down. The one who is not down is the pro-black folks. the black conscious folks. The only thing they want to do is fight among each other. Who's going to be the slave owner? And guess who's going to be the slaves? You and me. They're not interested. They're not interested in your true liberation. They want to give you some law. They want to give you some policy that they make up. They want to tell you what your morality is. They want to tell you when to take a dump, when to take a leak. They want to be the God. That's what they call themselves, the gods. We the gods. You are a filthy piece of sewer trash. That's what you are. What have they accomplished? I'm still waiting on the video. 2010 to 2020. What have these pro-black accomplished for you? They took money from you. Lots of money. Millions of dollars these pro-black folks have took from you and give you nothing. They get angry at me because I go in my own personal pocket and give money away. How you gonna get angry at me because I give money away? Oh, you buying people. I think people want to be bought. I don't think they mind somebody giving them some money. You, on the other hand, you taking. And what do you give back? Absolutely nothing. Except some fancy talk. Some spirituality. Stuff like that. That's what you get. And some of you sisters, you're gonna get a baby. That's what you're gonna get from these pro-black pieces of trash. That's what you're gonna get, is a baby. Because that's all that you worth in the pro-black community, all this pro-blackness, black first. That's all you were, is making babies. I've been around it all my life. And I started noticing it. I'm like, damn, the only thing the sisters is worth is making babies and cooking and cleaning. You ain't nothing but a pro-black housekeeper. That's all you are. The sisters ain't nothing but a pro-black maid for these men. That's all you are. You want to be part, sister. Sister Cox, is that what you want? You want to be part? That's all you want to be. You just want to be somebody's housemaid? Because that's all you're going to be in the pro-black community is a housemaid. And stay pregnant with babies, spitting babies for this nation that never gonna get built. Never. They've been building a black nation since Garvey. Where is it at? And you steady spitting these babies out, poor little children. They don't know what they're getting involved in. They are no different than Christianity than they talk about. Pro-blackness only sells false hopes and dreams. That's all. I'm sick of it. I was a victim. I have nothing to show. For all the time I was messing around with all this blackity black, pro-black, and the black man is God, and the original man, Asiatic black man, and the melanin and all this other stuff. Don't have nothing. You know, out of all my time messing with this pro-black crap, the only thing I got out of it was some burned up bean pies. That's all I got. And the pieces of trash wouldn't even let me lay down in the bed. I had to make camp on top of some pickle barrels. And they're happy to take your money. But this is how they treat other pro-blacks. Brother Taalik was telling me a story. He was doing all this work for some pro-black garbage. And they gave him for lunch every day a piece of toast, a salad, and some warmed up bean soup. That's all he got. They use you. And once they cannot use you, then they spit you out. You're trash. You're nothing to them. How you gonna get angry? How you gonna get angry at somebody that give money away? There's a person I donated, and he's pro-black, Pan-African. I donated to his platform big time. Now, these pro-blacks, ask them, what did they do for their Pan-African brother? Ask them. They didn't do nothing for their Pan-African brother. But somebody who was not Pan-African hooked them up. So in conclusion, the only thing I want to say is you're making a very, very terrible mistake if you get on board this pro-blackness, black conscious, all this comedic, all this Hebrew Israelite, more science temple, whatever they call it. It's a bunch of crap. It's a road to nowhere. It's never going to take you nowhere. Now, I want to make a disclaimer because there are brothers and sisters that's pro-black. There are brothers and sisters who are Pan-African and Kemetic and whatever. They're good people. But I guarantee you the majority is not. That mindset makes them really, really sick. These men that we was talking about on the platform today, they are good men. It's that mindset, it's that mentality that got them sick. It turns good people into savages. Now here I am, I let these men come on my platform. They are taught they're supposed to be better than the white man because the white man is a savage. And here they come on my platform, savage as hell, looking for blood. Savages. So maybe they are Africans. The type of Africans that the white man described. Beasts. Wild. Uncivilized. Maybe they are that kind of African. Yes, they are. So I will agree with the white man that maybe these people are African. Savages. Because that's what I saw on my platform. I'm just looking at them. Just savages. Nothing civilized about them at all. Don't know how to talk to people. Now, you know you're coming into an environment, you know what you're dealing with, and here you come with all that nonsense. So how am I supposed to respond? Common sense tell you how I'm supposed to respond. To savagery. It's just like a dog trying to bite you. If you're walking down the street and a dog run up trying to bite you, what you gonna do? And that dog being savage, you see that dog, the only thing on his mind is to bite you. What you gonna do? You gonna let the dog bite you? Of course not. So you think I'm supposed to allow these folks to come on my platform and disrespect my platform with their savagery and not say anything about it? I don't think so. That's being a disservice to me, and really it's a disservice to them. Grow up, you talk about I need to be a man. Why don't you grow up and be a man and learn how to talk to people? Learn some etiquette or something. That ain't how you run and talk to people like that. And then you bring in a lie. And you know it's a lie. Never talked about that man's wife. Well, that's my interpretation. See, that's an old trick white folks always use. I thought he had a gun. See, it's the same stuff. I thought he had a gun. It sounded like you was talking about my wife. It sounded like you talking about my grandchild. I thought he had a gun. Same stuff. The same trickology. Same thing. And on that note, I want to pass the mic to my brother Taalik if he has something to say on this topic.
Well, brother, I'm here. Like you said, you had to put something in your body. I had to put some nutrients in me. After taking this insulin, but hey, basically, you know, like I've been saying all along, all that was saying is why I left the so-called pro-black conscious community alone. And I'm glad I did.
Yes.
Because they they weren't doing nothing but pimping.
Right.
You know, like with the New Wabians under Dr. Malachi York. Had you out in the streets at 6 in the morning selling his products and his fictitious books, cartoon books, because that's what they were.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you didn't, and then you had to be in by like 12 midnight. And if you didn't have the right quota, which was either $75 in some cities or cities like Philly and New York, $100, then you got beat down or put on guard for 24 hours. Sometimes you wouldn't get nothing to eat while you was on guard.
Mm.
Somebody had to bring you something. If they cared enough to bring you something to eat, you know? So it was that type of situation, you know? And it was crazy, you know? All this for somebody who turned out to be a child pedophile and a con man anyway. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And this is what goes on throughout the pro-black conscious community. Everybody's looking up to this guy, Yahweh Ben Yahweh, is the divine savior.
Mm-hmm.
A messenger. Look what happened to him. He got caught up running a bracket, extorting people. You understand? Sending his goons out to massacre people.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't no other than other black people. You know? Mm-hmm. But yet he talked all that crap about bringing the devil's, the Caucasian devil's head, chopping it off and bringing it to him, right?
Mm-hmm.
But see, he ain't never do that to one of them. He always did that to a black person.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Until he got caught up with and got them 20-some years in the federal penitentiary. And then after he get out, he still had $200-some million of wealth. After all that conning, and then died because he couldn't live a long enough longevity life to enjoy it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So what was all that for anyway? You know? And this is what I'm saying. This is not the only scenario. There's very many scenarios going on in the pro-black conscious community like that. Y'all say y'all into research and information, when they go on the Wild Web.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But I mean, you know, you keep on falling for the okie doke.
Absolutely.
And you're going to keep getting what you get. You know? I mean, it's like this. Like I be watching videos to the 5% Nation, right? And you know, they still drinking and smoking weed and all that stuff.
Right.
Like you say, but call themselves God.
Mm-hmm.
Allah.
Right.
You know? But don't they teach you in the Quran about being intoxicated off of alcohol?
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you're supposed to represent a teaching that came from Islam. Although they don't call themselves Muslims, but the foundation of their teaching came from Islam.
Absolutely.
Which was the Nation of Islam. You see what I'm saying? You got a whole bunch of them eating pork. You see what I'm saying?
I know I was locked up with them. They eat the hell out of some pork.
Yeah.
Real pork.
Right. You know? Well, I mean, and Southern crack cocaine. Nigga call himself a law, a Shaquille, a Prince Lakeem, somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And he's selling to another guy crack cocaine. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
But how can you call yourself a God?
Mm-hmm.
That just don't make no sense to me. You know? That's why your average black Christian brother and sister,
Mm-hmm.
or what you call 85% of pro-righteous teachers, don't want nothing to do with that pro-black conscious stuff. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's all hypocritical. I mean, I know people in the Moorish Science Temple of America. I ain't gonna name drop because that's their business.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact that a majority of the people, half of the people in that organization sell dope. And yet they supposed to be teaching what they leader Taalik came with almost 100 years ago. Uplifting fallen humanity. Well, if you selling crack, how's that uplifting fallen humanity?
Mm-hmm.
Killing other black people, how's that uplifting fallen humanity? You know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, stabbing the saint, stabbing a brother that's praying beside next to you on the prison yard, how's that uplifting fallen humanity?
Mm-hmm.
Walking around, you know, nothing against the LGBT community, but I'm saying things that Islam go against.
Right.
Walking around on the prison yard holding hands with a homosexual. How's that uplifting fallen humanity? You know what I'm saying? And I mean, this stuff they do even translates to the streets.
Yeah, it do.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like this here, you know. And I even got a so-called relative, and that's what I literally mean to call him. He's a so-called relative by blood that's into the Moorish Science Temple, or a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America. And I know for a fact that he's dirty.
Mm-hmm.
He got his hands in the dope game, or the drug trade, if you want to say. You know what I'm saying? And he's a habitual liar and a con artist. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know? So, I mean, like you say, you know, you got these people, you know what I'm saying, that's supposed to represent a certain ideology that's supposed to represent freedom, justice, and equality for all those of us who are dark-skinned slaves born in America, but yet they can't even come together under one umbrella as they claim.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I used to hear even Dr. Malachi York talking about we need to come together under one umbrella. But you still ain't came together under one umbrella.
Right.
Because you divided into too many places over here and over there. And because of your ideology that keeps that separation going is why pro-black consciousness will never get black people in this country anywhere other than into further death, into deeper slavery, you know, into, you know, deeper bondage, more so than what Christianity led us into. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is this. As far as me trying to rationalize what they doing, or me trying to, you know, get with them, or trying to make any type of form of bond with them, I look at them no different than I look at the average Negro in the streets that's selling dope, that's gang banging, that's prostituting our sisters, that's killing each other over nonsense and foolishness. You see what I'm saying? I look at them, they just as worse as them. They just hide behind a 5-pointer star and pressing. Or a 6-pointer star and pressing. That the Nubians use, you know? Or that the Israelites use. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know? Or they hiding behind some other symbol like the Ankh. You see what I'm saying? But the same mentality sits right up under that surface of all that they hide behind. The same mentality is just dressed up in the form of pro-black consciousness and pro-blackity-black and all that other crap. You know? So this is why I put it out there. And you know, honestly, you know, I wouldn't personally, me myself, say, I wouldn't even compare them Negroes to nobody like Martin Luther King.
Right.
I wouldn't even compare them to Medgar Evers or people like that.
Right.
Matter of fact, I wouldn't even compare them niggas to Marcus Garvey.
No, I wouldn't either. No, they're nothing like Marcus Garvey.
I wouldn't even compare them to him.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, my thing is this. You know, is that if you out there and you doing the stuff that you talk against about what the Christians doing, like you say, or you talking about what the drug dealers and the pimps doing in our community, what the gangbangers are doing, you ain't got no right to call the pot to the kettle. You see what I'm saying? You know, because you ain't no different than them. You only doing that under this disguise of religion, Pan-Africanism, Kemeticalism, and pro-blacknism. You see what I'm saying?
True.
You know, but you are definitely no different than them. What institutions have you built that will benefit the whole of all descendants of slaves born in this country? What legislations have you helped gotten passed?
Right.
Through your own work. I ain't talking about the civil rights movement. Let's separate that. Because they struggle was not a part of what you still doing. Remember, y'all had two contrasts and I think. So, what did you do that caused laws to be passed that would affect descendants of slaves in this country for the better? Like people like Dr. King and Medgar Evers, you know what I'm saying, did. Like Rosa Parks did during the civil rights movement, you know? Not one.
Nothing.
Name me one organization in the pro-black conscious community that had any real profounding, lasting effect on Black America that benefited the whole of us as a group of people in this country to this day. Not one. Can't name me one organization from that pro-black construct, period. And they know it.
Of course.
That's why none of them is coming to our platform to try to refute that.
Right.
Because they know it's the truth. I welcome any pro-black conscious person to come to our platform with any information that's solid and that could be proven to show that they built the foundation in this country to last for an everlasting period. Even something close to what the civil rights movement did. I'm waiting. That's all I got to say as far as that. I'm waiting.
Okay.
You know? Because you never did nothing foundationally that will benefit the whole 44 plus million black people in this country. You ain't did nothing but sit up, collect Xavier Day presents annually once a year, which is probably in some cases worth millions of dollars. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And do just like the Christians you talk about, like T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, get behind the podium on the Sunday, and then go back home and eat your big steak or lobster, whatever you eat. And ain't no telling if it's even more than one time a day. Because Farrakhan definitely don't look like he eat no damn one meal a day to me. No. You know what I'm saying? Nor do his wife. No. And there's no disrespect, but I'm just telling the truth like it is. Average person in the Nation of Islam that follow them so-called bylaws or when it comes to how to eat to live and all that, don't be looking like that. All big and out of shape like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whether you're a male or female. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, you can take that how you want, but it is what it is. You know, and I would say this here. You know, all that little tiddly bit stuff, I don't care if you the Nation of Islam or Science Temple, even the 5% Nation or whoever you claim to be in the pro-black conscious community. I don't care if you out there feeding people and doing certain other little tiddly bit stuff. You still ain't did nothing as far as establishing a nation. Right. Where we could be independent and free. You know, like the New Orleans had that little piece of 400-some acre land down there in Eaton, Georgia. You know, they claimed that they had guards patrolling around the land, patrolling, and that couldn't nobody get in there because they was a sovereign nation under the UN sovereignty status or whatever the Moors be using when it comes to all that. They said that people couldn't even get in without showing their passports. Okay, but when the U.S. government came up in there, after he laid that indictment down on Dr. York and busted him, and they came up in there with them goons, with some guards able to stop them goons and other law enforcement agencies from getting up in the land. They went up in there with guns, AR-15 rifles, and other high-power military gun rifles, ready to bust a cap in anything that would move, even including children, who they had them rifles pointed straight at. Did that security stop any of that? So don't sit up and tell me y'all had an independent sovereign nation going on. That ain't a true independent sovereign nation. No. But on that note, not to cut you off, brother. Well, actually, I do, because I'm running out of time here. Because I gotta go here. I got brother
Gary, and I got another brother that want to call in and say something before we get too late.
Yes, sir, brother. But that's all that's basically all I just wanted to say.
Okay.
You know, because I just wanted to set the record straight, like the Nubians used to say. You understand? I have not laid down no foundation that the whole of Black America is still benefiting off of.
Right.
Like the civil rights movement under Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. did.
That's right.
And with that said, I pass the mic on, brother.
Pass it on to our brother Gary. Brother Gary, Sister Patsy.
No. I'm gonna break some things down, man. Go ahead and get you want Universal Moore to get on there? Go ahead and get him on there, bro.
Well, he's got a call.
Go ahead. Well, let him call in, and I'm gonna say what I got to say and what have you stuff. And it's gonna encapsulate, and I'm gonna push it in a nutshell. It's gonna be a few nutshells: pecan, walnuts, and domino. So go ahead and get Universal Moore and let him say what he has to say, since he's a guest and what have you stuff. But nonetheless, it doesn't make a difference what Brother Taalik said. And well said what you said earlier too, Brother Taalik. So even you said this is going to be something I'm going to say about the pro-Black conscious, and I got videos that I've been saying this 12 years ago. Essays, video essays. You know what I said. I predict and everything, but I'm gonna go ahead and let your guest. I think Universal Moore. Him get on there. Get on him. Yeah,
he's got to call in.
God damn, he should have been ready. Should have been ready for the gusto. Should have been quick, fast, in a hurry, and what have you and stuff. Come on, Universal Moore. Let's see what you got to say. I got to drink my apple juice.
Well, I'm going to take let me see. I'm going to take the time. I really want to thank my sister. Where's she at? Because this sister here have known me for a little while, maybe about a year or more. I forgot.
Universal Moore, get on the mic there, bro. I ain't trying to rush you, man. It's part of the interruption there, Taalik.
Okay, here he comes. I don't know why my phone didn't ring. Oh. Universal Moore.
Yes, sir. What's going on, good brother? How you doing? My name's Snuff.
I'm all right. Let me merge into the conversation here.
Islam, brother. Islam, Mo.
Islam, good brother.
Islam, Aki.
Sense of the word and no relations.
Okay, there we go. You're in the conference.
All right, thank you. Being well studied, brothers. Peace to you all.
Peace,
bro. Peace, King.
Action. And like Footmo said, it will be, violently offended if we go the wrong way. So we talk about a lot of religions and things like that, and you got a lot of religions out there. So that's just what it is. Being detached from any religion is fine, and especially knowing about it and being detached is even more of a self-liberating thing, because when you see things that are not like self, that people try to align with yourself, you have to make a choice. You're going to fall in with the flock mentality so you can be one of the people and be accepted and get that oxytocin, serotonin response and that feel good, feeling? Or are you going to maintain your individual self-knowledge and continue to have your own mind, and always go to the squirrel? And this is why I deal with you on the level that I do, Angel, because how you view women is a great parallel to how I view women. And I go to the squirrel analogy, how a squirrel can take his mind and his thought on survival and transmute that to a physical thing where he's got to go to the tops of the trees, because if he goes down the tree, he'll get eaten by a predator. So you know, he thinks I got to get from this tree to the next. So if he keeps that logic and that mindset, he transmutes his body to the skin to get longer and stretch out more and catch air, and he glides across from tree to tree and survives because of the threat of being eaten and survival and surviving. So if that thought process can be transmuted physically here, then I'm sure that generationally, if our minds are right and we're not stuck in belief bull shit, that we can transmute to our children what we need to be in order to survive. It's just that simple. A squirrel ain't walking around saying, I'm pro-squirrel, I'm pro-squirrel, I'm pro-squirrel. You know what I'm saying?
Why you just being a squirrel?
He doing what he got to do to survive. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a lot of things that we can transmute to our children, but right now we got to do what we got to do. And aligning yourself with an organization that ain't really doing for you and it's not reciprocating and is dealing in too much belief, I ain't got time for that. I know where I'm at. I need $1 bill to build my dream. I need $1 bill to bring my thing in. Some people drive trucks, some people work at McDonald's, but all that shit is temporary. It's temporary. Because they, niggas work until they die. Yeah. But real men work so that their work works themselves. Make money until your money makes for itself. You know, we do what we have to do to support what we want to do in the future until what we're doing in the future supports what we have to do. So if you want to be on painting, you got to work at McDonald's so you can get all your canvases, all your paint, and all your flyers so that you can auction off your stuff and sell it and build a repertoire. And then you work hard to the point where you support yourself doing what you like before you die, and that pays all your bills instead of McDonald's. Then you can go to McDonald's and get that sweet tea that you always wanted. And remember when you used to be on the other side of the counter. That's what survival is. And there's a lot of changes that we can make with our bodies, with our minds right now, with our energy. We can change our whole thing just by thought. So we need to be in our right mind. But it's fair to say that all of us coming here have been mind fucked. We've all been torn apart in the mind, and we pick and choose and pick all of these things out of the Nubians, the Moors, the Zealots. Listen, the truth is the cause of everything. It's the cause of even lies that Peloton tells. But you got to understand what the truth is and be accustomed with it long enough to recognize it when you see it. And skilled enough in recognizing it so that you can uncover it. Because if you can get good at uncovering it, that doesn't mean everybody's going to see it. But if you're good at uncovering it, you've done your job. You've done your job just like the squirrel amongst squirrels, just like the ant amongst ants. The ant is doing his job. He's doing what he's doing right where he's at. If he's in the forest or if he's in the crack in the concrete in the Bronx, it doesn't even matter. You got to have a knowledge of self. And you can get self from different truths because truth is all over the place. But you got to incorporate it into your life. Going down to the new Wabu land and being with Dr. York and all of that stuff is beautiful. He actually had an opportunity to do what it is that he wanted to do and bring it here in this world so we can see it and experience it. He's got good, he's got bad. That's no different than anybody and everybody else. But he took a step, and you know his name. You can utter and repeat his name. But I'm not here for anybody to know my name because what I do is what I do. And all I have to do is do me. And when I do me, I don't have to worry about eating. I don't have to worry about paying bills. I don't have to worry about none of that because I'm being true to myself. And that's something that the whole world relies on. And you will never go hungry if you're a truthful person. And furthermore, if you're truthful to yourself, money comes to you. It's not even a worry about what I'm going to do. I wake up and think about what I'm not going to do. Because I'm not aligning myself with people. I'm aligning myself with myself. I might not have churches calling me. I have mosques calling me, asking me for help. I have different religious organizations, but I'm not aligned with them. I make cash with them and do business with them, but I'm not aligned with them. The only alignment I have is just to help them, and they help me. And I keep it moving because I got little squirrels to feed. You know, I got little squirrels to get their minds right, to take this trash that they see all day, every day, because that's the religion. The religion is the ultimate religion. We all in the Colosseum. We doing the Greco-Roman thing. Everything's a show. The newest, the latest, the best, the greatest. Can't wait is here. Everybody look. You know what I'm saying? Everybody doing that, everything all the time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to do no veggie shit. Give me the fat back collard greens, backbone, black eyed peas, hog balls, and chitlins. This is America, a home of the free, the land of the brave. Ants and squirrels do more progress than any of you niggas. And they ain't worried about no Rams, no sneaks, no who won the game, who won the fight.
Right.
They ain't worried about none of that shit. They happy when it rains. But you get pissed because you can't pay your fucking water bill on time. They happy when the fucking rotten tomato fall to the earth. But you in the supermarket arguing over the fucking price of tomatoes. And that shit going free out of the goddamn dirt. And everything that you do is associated with a middleman. You can't drink water that you need to survive because you got a middleman. You can't eat because you got to go to the supermarket. If they shut down, you don't eat because that's the middleman. You can't even fucking think for yourself because the schools, this constant graphic mentality, this constant paradigm of artificial humanism has bombarded your brain so much that you don't even fucking recognize you when you see it. All right, I'm getting along. See, look what you done started, Angel, man. Why you get me like this every time, man?
I didn't do anything.
Yes, you did, man.
I didn't do anything.
Can I get an offering or something? You know, I feel like I'm in church.
Can we get an amen? I can give you an amen.
Hey, I'm gonna let somebody else squeeze up in here, bro.
Yeah, we getting ready to let
I'll back to the chat.
Oh, okay. Brother Gary, you there? Come on. Let's do this.
By all means, hey, well said, powerful, brother Universal Moore, man. ThÄ man. I appreciate that, man. Brother Taalik, too, man. Well said and what you said. And Brother Taalik, too, man, of course, with your powerful, you are the mighty. The mighty. The mighty. The mighty. Let me start off with my cliche words and what have you and stuff. They say knowledge is power, right?
Yes, sir.
They say knowledge is power. But what good is knowledge when that power is not motherfucking cut on, right? I learned, just like Brother Taalik, we was in the same cult. I was in that cult. Dr. York was my teacher, I know, for 30 years ago. And there's nothing I could do to change that in retrospect. You know, in hindsight, you know, you can say, damn, I wish I could have done this different. But in reality, that ain't gonna motherfucking change.
Nope.
That ain't gonna change. Because if I could change, I wouldn't want to change it. Because in this canopy of what I call my personal progression in knowledge, it was the failures and the mistakes that got me where I'm at. And I always say this. Ignorance, no, hold on, I'll say this. The most dangerous things to knowledge in actuality is not ignorance. One of the most dangerous things in knowledge is the illusion that you think you have knowledge. And whatever initiated for us to pursue when we was going through, when we was ill and we was sick, mentally, spiritual, deprived, disenfranchised, we in reality tend to gravitate towards things that appear to be some kind of salvation or a place where you can seek refuge and what have you. And a lot of us, all of us have. You, Brother Taalik, went to the Nation of Islam. Me and Brother Taalik went to the Ansar Allah community of the New Islamic Hebrew under Asaid Elaman Isa. That was me in the 80s. And I like this thing. Ignorance is a void. It's nothing. But when that void is fused with blind conviction, ignorance, and all other negative things, it moves and grows into the space, and it emerges as bullshit. So one's life will be bullshit. What a universal thing is that we know as a Nation of Islam, knowledge, wisdom, understand. Knowledge is the basic foundation of all things that exist. Wisdom is wise words being spun. Understanding the state of being of understanding those two modes, culture, refinement, power, build and destroy. I remember that stuff when I studied the Nation of Islam. The one thing that we negate is the knowledge of self. When you have the ability, and you know me, you see me on Facebook, you see how I am with everybody. Everybody. I'm universal with a lot of people. You and I verse. I'm using 5% NGE, Nation of Gods and Earth, and Nation of Islam. That knowledge is to know not when you are just right, it's to know when you are wrong. And that is like when you engage and interact, not just verbally, and engage in the interaction and socialize with a human being. And you can see whether that person is detrimental to your upliftment of what you try to do and your personal progression of the quality in your life. You can also determine too, sometimes you could be blind and that person could be detrimental to what you need to do in your progress. But anyway, let me get back to the thing that I learned is to know yourself. And this goes back to education. The 5 things that are going on with the black community is miseducation. Yeah, we could talk about gentrification. We could talk about access and illiteracy, the access to wealth, or to learn how to acquire wealth. The illiteracy is not understanding and comprehending the language to move into the marketplace of the reality of the world that we live in. It's not understanding and knowing how to use inventory. We don't know the language of the world we live in, of not understand, because we try to look for shortcuts. And going by shortcuts, rather than understanding the language to navigate through the marketplace, we want to utilize a vice grip to nail down a motherfucking nail through the wood instead of using a fucking hammer. Or to twist a boat, we want to motherfucking use a goddamn, I don't know, something that has nothing to do. That's our problem. So we gravitate to all these goddamn groups. And that's our goddamn problem. We can't admit and say that things are fucked up. And we don't. And people don't have the ability. That's what makes me. Like when me and you, I've talked to you about Maurice and what have you. I wasn't saying that out of spite. I was saying it as a true associate to you, as a friend. I'm not a dude that's going to swing on your goddamn vibe, brother. I am a friend that anybody that knows me, you know me that I know 1,000, 100. I'm not on this page. You see me on Facebook. A lot of people know Gary Wilson, Cool Cutter. Everybody, I mean, not everybody. A lot of people knows who I am. I don't fake the motherfucking shit. People know it. I don't act like I'm a commit. I act like I'm a scholar. I'm a pro-black or I'm a whatever. I am me. I'm a truck driver. And that's who I am. I don't claim that shit. So when anybody comes, oh, this motherfucker think. But anyway, let me get to this. I'm trying to lose my thing. It's to know yourself. And knowing yourself is having the ability to utilize what we call introspective. Introspective is having the ability, because there's a lot of levels of what we call intelligence. And one of the intelligence is that we're lacking in the Black conscious community, the Black circuit, is the emotional intelligence. We don't have the intuitive knowledge to know that when we're fucking wrong about shit. And what we do is we use backfire effect. And what we do is a stacking bullshit on bullshit and bullshit. I've learned the most liberating thing that I've ever, it's not religion. It is not all the white man and white supremacy. You know what my biggest motherfucking goddamn liberation was? Is me. A long time ago, I was just like not the people that got off the mic, but I was like a lot of these motherfuckers on this goddamn pro-Black. They seek refuge, and they seek refuge to an idealistic canopy. Because you spoke about Martin Luther King. I talked to this a long time ago, 11 years ago, about Martin Luther. Whether we disagree about Martin Luther King, whether he was part of the bootleg, whether he was part of this or that and all that, Martin Luther King is called proactive and it's called reactionary. Martin Luther King did things that was called proactive. A reactionary person is that, I can't fuck with the white man, his society, and his orientation of institutions that facilitates his sustain and maintain of power. So I can't fuck with the white man, so let me join these organizations. Let me join some spiritual group. So I can't fuck with him in reality, but I can retreat to an idealistic canopy where I can symbolically in my mind. In reality, I can't fuck with the white man economically, politically, socially. But in my mind, I get caught up in these religions and whatever. And I'm fucking the white man because I'm the first person on the motherfucking planet Earth. I'm the first. I'm the God. In your mind, yeah, that's true. But in reality, it don't. So the difference between Martin Luther King, whether you disagree with him, what he did is he understands the logistics. He understands the math. Yes, I understand that back in the days that, yes, Black people in its totality, especially in the South with the Jim Crow laws, Black laws, separate but equal, and all these other systematic things that were put in place to suppress and undermine Black people. But when you look at the statistics, Black people control their school. There were more doctors, there were more pilots, there were more people that would have. So that is the argument. But all Martin Luther King was trying to say, under the law, he proactively ushered, just the way you're trying to do with the Mississippi campaign, is to look at the example of how he can mobilize and how he can garner support. And you know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. But unfortunately, in the Black conscious community, they're doing the reactionary way. They're joining all these spiritual chakras and kundalinis and burning candles and think that when they go on Facebook, if I continue to be redundant and repulsive, and how many times I can keep throwing on my Facebook or my Instagram about chakras, that we're the first people on the planet Earth, and it might one day instantaneously mobilize or whatever, that people gonna say, oh man, my chakras, we're the first Black people. And white people gonna say, oh, damn, we're gonna wake up that Black people. It ain't gonna work. That's reactionary shit. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm give me about 5 more minutes. And another thing too, in a pro-Black, and just like you said, I agree with you. You said, I'm not saying that all people in the Black conscious community, I'm with you on that too. Because there are a lot of kernels of truth, even in the groups that are misrepresented and they're being erroneous. There are a lot of people in the pro-Black, like I said, and excuse me for being, because you might, don't get whatever. I see what Maurice and Nollywood and Barack, I can see their spirit. I may disagree, but that's not the point whether I disagree with them. Their effort and their goal is to bring awareness and to encourage and promote Black awareness. So I give my hats up to them, despite the fact that I do know a little bit about them. I admit that. But I am not going to get diverted and distracted about the things perhaps that I can anticipate in the future that I might disagree. they're doing, and they take the time to go on their fucking internet, as you do, and as well as other these brothers do. So I'm saying, so there's somewhere that they're helping people in some degree. Okay. But anyways, too, in the pro-Black conscious community, too, you're seeing a saturation of what you know me, of pseudoism. I'm going to tell you, these motherfuckers that's running around, I know you a person that subscribes to that we're not African, which I believe that genetically we have a relationship and we have a link. I'm not saying that we are Africans, but we genetically, the evidence shows that we are linked. We was not in the Americas. And then these motherfuckers that saying that we're in America before proto and paleo mongoloids and all that kind of stuff. Like I say, why the hell, with all the evidence that they have, and then these motherfuckers take a little goddamn misconstrued shit and dismiss and ignore all the compelling evidence. And then when we ask these cats, where's your damn evidence? It's off of obscured, like I said, Loch Ness and Bigfoot knowledge. That's what I call it. So where's y'all mother? I mean, damn, you know, and that's polyphony, because I'm a warn you. I said that, you know it. You seen the videos when I talk about the black, the black thug consortium that's going to infiltrate. You seen that? It's called Black Anti-Intellectual. I wrote that 13 years ago. And how they're going to infiltrate. You're going to see a lot of people who are barbershop, don't have no whatever. They're going to come into the conscious community. Anybody, if you go on my damn thing, type of the Black Anti-Intellect, I wrote that and made a video of that 12, 13 years ago. I said, they're going to infiltrate. I talk about the Black Angry Negro Syndrome. I talk about whatever I talked about. I talked about two more other things. And I said, well, the thing that's going on in the Black conscious community is miseducation. And what it is that a lot of us people, black folks, don't have the time and the devotion and the commitment to really be integral to understand and go through the rigors and the regiment to study things. So they're going to look for a microwave way, and they're going to a way to succumb just the same way I was back in the 80s under Dr. York. They're going to follow, or Imam Isa at the time. They're going to, like, they say, "Ooh, this sounds good," and they really don't have a good foundation on what proper methodology and scholarship is, and they're going to have affinity to be attracted to it. And then next thing you know, they're going to be in GOAT. And then once they're in GOAT, they're going to be indoctrinated with it. And once they're done, it gets fitted in your mind, and because and with your pre-expectations or what have you, then your mind is going to be just boom, you're in a cult. And then you're going to sound like these goddamn stupid, I'm going to be straight up. I'm an anti-pseudo motherfucker. I'm anti-pseudo. The earth is flat. Intelligent design, which is nothing but a reformulation, a rename of creation, of what they lost a lawsuit back in the late 80s. Expanding earth, Atlantis, horoscope, and this goddamn shit that we Africans were in, whatever. They weren't talking this shit a long time ago, but now it's all of a sudden, and they're teaching this shit. They're teaching this shit. And I'm going to tell you straight up, too. The academic world and the world don't even pay attention to the black conscious community. I'm going to tell you like that. We think that everybody, the world is actually looking at us, whatever, and paying attention to that. They ain't paying attention to us because we sit there and talk to the same person and we think this shit is being permeated globally. They're not paying attention to this shit. It's a nuisance. It's embarrassing. You see what I'm saying? But the thing that we need to do is to learn about economics. I don't give a fuck what these goddamn shade tree, just add water, Roman noodle, Kool-Aid, instead of having a PlayStation 4 playing pickup sticks and playing rock. These motherfuckers ain't doing shit to help us. Why can't they teach us about economics, finance, understanding how to understand your credit, understand all these kind of things? Because when I liberated myself from this goddamn I don't want to ostracize all black conscious things, but I'm talking about a lot. It's to understand. I broke away from that shit 25 years ago, and that's one of the best liberating things in me. It's like listening to a damn Donald Trump supporter trying to prove that Donald Trump is this, the political messiah sent from the heavens to emancipate us from the social and economic and the decadence and the moral decay that's occurring in our thing, and he's going to save us and then restore it back to stability. Just like talking to them, the same thing in the Black conscious community. They get this media has made these shade tree, just fake motherfuckers on the social media have a platform and think they some goddamn guru. Teach me, show me something economically. Show me how to ascertain and discern information so I can better myself and not just learn about information so I can learn about the pyramids and chakras and whatever. So it disciplines my mind so I know how to be a critical thinking in every aspect of my life. So let's get back to knowledge of self. Knowledge of self is to know yourself. Rather than looking things on the external, let's get back to the eternal. Let's do inventory on ourselves. How many persons that I know that I see every damn time? A lot of times, people who have problems blaming and pointing a finger, in actuality, what they're doing, they're rationalizing, they're projecting. And what it is it's abbreviated version to blame things on outside. But in reality, it's nothing but an exertion on a reflection on their own self. That's what the human mind, I have 3 college degrees in psychology. And not only that, I look at myself and I said, you know what? I got to tell the damn truth. Gary Wilson, cuckoo cutter, I was like that a long time ago. Because all I did was blame people, blame white man, blame society. Not to say those things are not true, but I invested so much in distracting and diverting my attention and projecting and blaming others rather than looking at my goddamn self. So I had the courage, I was fearless, and I had the courage to say, God damn it, Gary, you're the one that's wrong. You're the one. Once you do it, you're going to be embarrassed. You're going to be humiliated. You're going to feel guilty. You're going to feel disgraced. And then that's where you use the perseverance of what we call strength, because the opportunity lost is an opportunity gain. And when you find your strength, when you're at your top, you find your strength when you're at your weakness. And then your breakdown will be your breakthrough. Metaphysically, I'll use a religious term. I found my Christ when I was in my crisis. And once I found it, I told the truth. I was embarrassed. I didn't like a lot of things about me, but I had to go through the 40 nights and 40 days through the wilderness and what have you. But I persevered. And then now, you know what? Knowledge comes to me more better now. Now I can study physics, I can study math, I can study history off the top of my damn dome. I ain't got to keep making up shit and sound like an idiot trying to prove that motherfucking chakras exist. I ain't got to sit there and prove that African or black people live in America. All they're going to do, the more you hold on to a belief that is like bullshit, the more humans will try to hold on to it. The more it's going to resist you. I don't have to worry about the white man and say, oh, it's the white man's science. But then when it comes good for their ass, then they use it. I know the logical fallacy. It's not the white man's science no more. We know the methodologies. We have access to internet. We have access to journals and scientific things where we can check and scrutinize the veracity of it now. They can't do that white man shit no more. I wish black people stop saying that's the white man's goddamn shit. Because now we have this is 2020. And I'm going to say this, I'm going to get off. I'm going to warn you, not you, anybody that's listening. Watch Vocab Malone. Watch Dan White. Watch all these people. You cannot go to a Christian like we did back in the 80s and 90s when we was Ansar Law or Watkins, where you go to a Christian and debate with them and you just defile them and destroy them. I'm going to tell you straight up, you go to nowadays, you go to these Christian apologists, you go to these political apologists, these motherfuckers are intelligent and they will motherfucking destroy these black pseudos now. Because these black pseudos are still stuck and employing defunct, discredit methods of trying to explain shit. I call it nothing but Dr. York, Malachi Z. York, the Planet of Risk scholarships. It don't work no more. People better start understanding the rubric of the methodology of scholarship, because you're going to sound like these motherfucking cats sounding stupid as a mother. I got to get off the thing because I got somebody here. Thank you, my brother Taalik.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
How you going to come over here and interrupt me, man? God damn, I'm on a damn conference. You come over here and interrupt me. I'm gonna knock your mutt off down. Why are you leaving? Why are you leaving?
Oh, wow. I don't think he wants us to hear all that. Okay. I want to thank my brother, Cuckoo Color, Universal Moore, of course, brother Taalik. And I also want to thank my sisters. Nothing against the brothers, of course. Rowan and who else is I think Keaton, and who else was in here? I forgot him. Oh, Micah, brother Michael. Yeah, of course. There's somebody else in here. I forgot. It's sort of quiet in the chat room. Same people. Yeah, I want to thank Sister Passy for being here. That's a friend of brother Gary. Thank you, Sister Passy, for being here. And I want to introduce y'all to my sister. Oh, brother Freddie, of course. He was one of the first people here. Introduce y'all to my sister, Tangeny Cox. I want to tell you something. I met this sister not too long ago. And I think it's been a year or so. And we've had wonderful conversation. And sometimes y'all might see her response video from our talk in one of my compilation videos. I put in that video all the time. But she has a 10-year-old son and herself, and they listen to the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry and been doing it for a while. And I am personally a Facebook friend with her son, both of them. And her son is always coming and wishing me well, and we have conversations. And hey, how you doing there? Is it Joshua? I think it's Joshua. I think it's Jose. I forgot. Is it Jose? I can't really pronounce it. His name is Josiah, something like that. I think that's how it's spelled. But whenever I feel down, when I get frustrated, my sister and her son and people like that always come to give me that little motivation to keep me going, because the reality is we know all this, and we talked about pro-blackness for 2 hours or so. We know that it's not going nowhere for us. We have to look at things differently. We have to develop a different mindset. Wonderful speak from brother Gary, on point. Wonderful speak from our brother Universal Moore and brother Taalik. Wonderful speak from our experiences and what we've been learning. And we have to just look at things differently. And just like brother Gary just said, you know, in these teachings, in this mindset, you're not really dealing with the problem. You've already dealt with the problem and you're successful. You live in, it takes you into another world. But see, when you meet somebody like Angel Snuffing Up 7 and others, it's frustrating because we let you know that that's not real. You have not accomplished anything. You're not where you think that you are yet. But we can get there. We have the capability. Remember that, what they used to say about the $6 million man? We have the capability. We have the technology. Everything that we need, we have the money. We have the talent. Everything that we need, we got it in this time. Everything is right. Dr. King didn't have it. Malcolm didn't have it. Elijah Muhammad didn't have it. Marcus Garvey didn't have it. Nat Turner Show didn't have it. We got everything we need in order to change this condition. Everything, everything is ready to go. The only thing stopping us, just like brother Gary said, is ourselves. That's the only thing stopping us. And they can't stop us. They cannot stop you. There's nothing your oppressor or your enemies have. This is your time. Because if it wasn't your time, I wouldn't be here. Brother Gary wouldn't be who he is. Brother Gary is nothing like he was 13 years ago. He's nothing. I know. I was the target of his rage. And personally, and I didn't have it together myself either. I didn't know no, there was no Mississippi campaign. I didn't have no plan. I didn't know what to do either 13 years ago. But now we got everything. Everything is in place. Everything is ready to go. The only thing we got to do is do it. If you want to believe in God, no problem. Tell you God to come and help us. You know, whatever it is, it take you in order for us to accomplish this, just do it. You're welcome, sister. And the only thing we got to do is do it. And I am so, as they say, hard on the men, is because we are the leader. We are the one that's going to take the lead. It's not supposed to be the sister. It's not supposed to be the children. It's supposed to be us men. And I get frustrated because you brothers can do it. You got the power. You got the understanding. You got everything that you need. You got the sisters. The sisters will be, once you begin to make that move, I don't care if they're ratchet, they got red, white, and blue weave in their head. Believe me, they're going to be on your side. They're going to love to see this black man step up to the plate and accomplish such a big task and bring such inspiration to us as a people. And it's endless. Your accomplishments would be endless. You just cannot even imagine once you get started. Parliament is getting started. I don't hate Maurice Muhammad. I do not hate Guy Nollywood. I do not hate the Brother Bakar. I do not hate us. We need to communicate better so that we don't have a defense mechanism. We need to learn, like they said in the Nation of Islam, if you need to argue with your brother, argue in the best manner. That was not the best manner, approaching me like that. And it was not probably the best manner the way that I reacted. But we're going to have to grow into that. We're going to have to see ourselves, because I need you. You need me, whether you like it or not. You need me. We need each other in this. Otherwise, like we say on this platform all the time, we all going to end up in the same spot anyway, a big mass grave, these FEMA camps. Anything that happened in the world could change your reality in the blink of an eye. You don't know what might be able to happen. We're used to going to the sink, and you think there's going to be water. We turn on electric, the electric going to be there. What are we going to do when that don't happen? We're going to have to learn how to be able to take care of ourselves, do our own thing, and don't worry about what the white man do. Take care of your business. We can develop a relationship with your Africa if you want. I don't care about that. We can develop relationships with Africa and China on our own. We don't need nobody but ourselves. We are holding ourselves back. And just like even Brother Maurice always said, you kill the nigga in you, I kill the nigga in me, and we can go on to do big things. So on that note, I'm out of here. Thank you, Brother Gary. All my chat room, Brother Talib, Universal Moore, and my sister Tanjanine. Let me put a last comment from the sister.
Peace, everybody. Thank you, Brother Taalik, like always, brother. I appreciate you listening to you and listening to your guests, and it allowed me to exert and express my soul, my spirit, and my heart and my mind. Thank you, brother. Like always.
You're welcome. And on that note, we wish you love, peace, and soul.